This is Thomas Sesson, welcome veteran, right here in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I'm at a state building, and I want to introduce you to some wonderful ladies here and gentlemen, and they have a cause, and I'm going to step right up. And let me get your name.
Samantha Smith.
And Samantha, are you from Arkansas?
Yes.
And who do we have here?
Robert Parker.
And you're from Fort Smith?
Fort Smith, Arkansas.
And I'm going to talk to you in a minute. And who do we have over
I'm
here?
from Oklahoma, and they have one of my grandchildren that I ain't seen in 4 years, and I ain't stopping till he's home. Let's drain the swamp.
You know what?
Woo!
If I could be a little bit, but I mean it, I just want to scream out, "Go, girl!"
Woo! Go, girl!
And I'm Jennifer from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Wow, you know, I walked in here from Oklahoma. Of course, that's right over the other side of the Arkansas Bridge. I want to know, who do we have here in the middle? And first of all, let's see what this sign says.
These are the statistics that were given to our governor last year from DCFS. These are the statistics that are on his report that he receives every year, and these are only from 2017 in Arkansas.
And what is do you have a formal organization?
We are with the Family Forward Project. We have subgroups for every state, and working on getting them for every state if it's not there yet.
And do you have an official Facebook or website?
It's a page, the Family Forward Project. Yes.
We were talking earlier, and you was talking about how this affects veterans, and I've heard a lot of cases in the past few years. And this is why I want to help you bring awareness across this country. Could you expand on what you was telling me about how it affects veterans and their children?
I see a lot of veterans throughout the different pages and groups that I'm on. I'm on several. That are talking about their issues from whenever they come back from combat and are wounded, that their children are ripped away from them because their allegation is that they can no longer provide or care for their children. That's an issue. You know, just being disabled does not make you unfit to be a parent. And there is a webpage for the veterans that have been affected by CPS. Not sure of the name right now, so.
Well, that's all right. You did wonderful. You sure you're not in public affairs?
I'm sure.
You know, I spoke to you because I have done this in my younger years. Because this is about bringing awareness. And what better cause than to protect our children?
Amen.
And it affects everybody. You mentioned veterans. It affects grandmothers, mothers, aunts, uncles, everybody.
We had a lady that was in Little Rock with us who was a foster parent. She lost her fostering license because she refused to cash their checks because they didn't need the money from the state. Well, because they didn't cash their checks, they lost the CPS lost Title V funding, and they ended up closing this foster mom's home and taking her children. She had to spend over $300,000 to get her child back.
You know, I pause because it is so sad.
It is very sad. Her name is Brittany Morris. She's awesome.
You know, a lot of times, and especially during this time of year, we're all consumed with other activities. Yeah. It's a very active time of the year. In a lot of cases we see on the news, it becomes the news of the day. But you're out here, the boots on the ground, I call it. You're doing the legwork, and you keep going. I inspire you. I try to encourage you to keep going. Don't give up. I've always preached, my motto is one step at a time. You don't take that first step, you're not going to make your destination.
Right.
And so, your state legislature's in session in January. Keep active. Keep it on the front burner.
We absolutely will. We have another meeting coming up in Little Rock on December 10th. We have news people, we have national attorneys who are fighting DCF corruption, and we also have legislative people who are willing to meet with us. And we need all the people we can get to spread awareness for the silenced and the oppressed.
Wow.
I haven't had my children taken, but I know many people who have, and I'm not afraid of them, so I'm willing to be a voice, and I think that we need more.
Did I get your name?
You didn't. I'm Melynda.
Melynda, you're very articulate,
Thank you.
and you're,
I was also a ward of the state,
wow.
and they tried to take my firstborn, and they were unsuccessful because Judge Hewitt knew who I was, and they were unable to get her. But there's been constant retaliation for 14 years because of it.
You know, some of the most effective spokespeople in different causes is the victims themselves.
I agree.
Thank you for what you're doing. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And this is Thomas Hudson, the Welcome Veteran, right here in Fort Smith, Arkansas.